I gotta say continue. We're hoping the balance with all the tricks we're gonna use will be okay, but you just keep singing, sing along. Obviously I can't sing 4 parts. I asked Brad to cover all the other parts that I wasn't singing, and he said, sure, no problem. So sing your part along with us. I hope you've warmed up. I'm not doing leading a warm-up tonight because this is our showcase. You should have the set list, and we don't need to be real formal about anything, but Brad's gonna fill in vocal parts when there's no written piano part as best he can. And then we've got some other fun things for you. We're gonna start with our African piece. Hallelujah, Pelotza Rona, in Zulu. And repeat after me, please. Hallelujah, Pelotza Rona. Ditabile Kaofela. Hallelujah, Pelotza Rona. Ditabile Kaofela. After we sing the first 2 systems, we sing it again on the second verse in English. Then we sing basically the verse. So the top 2 systems are the chorus, and the next 2 are the verse. So I'm just going to do verse 1. Que morena yeso. Ya re du me letseng. Ya re du me letseng. This is the real tricky one. Hot samaisa evangeli. It's kind of fun to say. Hot samaisa evangeli. And then we go back to the top. Hallelujah, pelota rona, ditabile kaofela, and etc. So we're going to do it like this. It's an A-B-A form. Systems 1, 2. Repeat 1, 2 on the second verse. Systems 3, 4. Repeat on the second verse, 3, 4. Back to systems 1, 2, and repeat 1, 2, and we're done. Okay? Here's your pitches. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Hallelujah. The gift to be free. The gift to be free. I can see us now because I have that view. Yeah. So we're taking this at a slow gospel, just like the recordings some of you have been listening to. There's one note I had. You know about the modulation on page 10 and then we're suddenly louder. So I'm imagining how wonderful you sound, and I know you do. Beginning, breath. Alto and tenor. Soprano. 'Tis the gift to be bass. Alto and soprano. Tenor and bass. Until Beautiful. I can't wait to do that one in a concert. That's going to be fun. So I mixed up the order. You know, I'm not going, you might have noticed on the song order, I'm not going strictly by set order from the 8 weeks. Because I just thought it'd be a little more interesting mixing it up. I picked Brad. I took it out and put it somewhere. I always do that. Oh, here it is. Okay, so doing this in A minor. Can y'all hear the guitar? Okay. I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. But there's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there alto range. So I'd like you to just try your hand at harmonizing against what I'm singing, especially if you're a soprano or a tenor, you want to sing it higher. Basses, you want to pick something lower. Here we go. I know dark clouds will gather round me. I know the sea is dark and deep, but beauteous fields lie just beyond me, where souls redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to meet my Father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. Why don't you take it, Brad? I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over Yay! All right, so glorious things, this nod to our Sacred Harp. We're not going to be exact about this because we'll have to wait till we're live and in person to do that. But let's start at the beginning and I'll just kind of talk us through what's going to happen. And Brad too, because he and I haven't had a chance to really get this to gel together. So it'll be a, surprise. So we're going to hold this fermata. Here are your pitches. Now this is going to keep going on the drone until measure 8. Oh yeah, with 10 seconds. Or with actual singing. I think it was actual. Yeah. Okay, here's the beginning. When I say your part, just start repeating that line, and Brad will help you too. And tenor. You're just saying glorious things, glorious things. Bass. Glorious things. And you keep repeating that. Altos. Glorious things, glorious things, glorious things. You're still newing if you haven't been brought in. Second sopranos next. Glorious things are spoken. Glorious things are spoken. Soprano 1. Glorious things are spoken. Everybody keeps going and keeps going. Now, hold your last note. Take a breath. Measure 8. Tenors. Glorious things are alto. Glorious things. Soprano. Glorious things. Basses. Glorious things of thee are spoken. Zion, city of our God. He whose word cannot be spoken. Keep going. like the new at the beginning that keeps rumbling on. Tenors and glorious, repeating it randomly. Basses, altos, second sopranos, glorious things are spoken, glorious things are spoken. Some of you could sing fast, some of you could sing slowly. First soprano. Everybody hold. Ooh, by the time you finish your phrase, wherever you are in the phrase, you're gonna hold. Play that low A, E. And then that's it. So that's gonna be great to do. We might even do it in the round, somewhere socially distant, outside, I don't know. Great, thank you for going through that with me. Now we're gonna completely change gears. So I wanna see some hand motions going on. We did this group of children's songs and summer camp songs for fun. I think I've gotten more positive responses about these songs than almost anything else. Like the other day, I saw a bear. I mean, you know, it doesn't get better than that. So here we go. Whether you're standing or sitting, do your ears hang low? And I think we're in E, did we say? That's what I'm looking. Yeah, give us an intro, Brad. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low? Do your ears hang high? Do they wave up in the sky? Do they crinkle when they're wet? Do they straighten when they're dry? Can you wave them at your neighbor with a minimum of labor? Do your ears hang high? Beginning. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low? How fun is that? All right. Valerie. The time is looking good, Brad. There might be time for a Brad solo in here.
If only I had one.
Oh, you can make something up.
Can we do Unclouded Day?
Unclouded Day. Yeah, is that on the list? Did I miss that? Merritt, is that on the list?
Yep. It is on the list. We can do it after this set if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it right after I Love the Mountains. Have you got Unclouded Day?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Great, 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 great. I won't make you sing it on Fossil Law, but I hope you tried. We did some shape note stuff, Brad. It was pretty cool. All right. I love to go wandering along the mountain track, and as I go, I love to sing my knapsack on my back. Here we go. Valerie, 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 my knapsack on my back. us on the road, people. Yay. All right. One of my faves. I love the mountains. And Brad reminded me this is the heart and soul. Heart and soul harmonic rhythm. Would you start us, Brad? Yeah.
What tempo do you want?
That's too low.
G.
I love the mountains. Is that right?
Yeah.
No, it isn't. Yeah. That's it. I love the mountains. I love the rolling hills. I love the flowers. I love the daffodils. I love the fireside. I love the lights of love. Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada. I love the mountains. I love the rolling hills. I love the flowers. I love the daffodils. I love the fireside. When all the lights are low. Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada. One more time. I love the mountains. I love the rolling hills. I love the flowers. I love the daffodils. I love the fireside. When all the lights are low. Boom-de-yada, 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 This is the song that never ends. Okay. Let's do some Unclouded Day. That's a perfect lead in to a song I've been singing since before I was sentient. Lead us in, Brad.
How fast are we here?
Oh, they tell me of a home far beyond. I like to do the Southern Gospel version. Here we go. Oh, they tell me of a home far beyond the skies. They tell me of a home far away. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds arise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, the land of cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded skies. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds arise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, they tell me of a home where my friends have gone. Oh, they tell me of that land far away, where the tree of life in eternal bloom sheds its fragrance through the unclouded day. Oh, the land of cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded skies, where the tree of life in eternal bloom sheds its fragrance through the unclouded day. Oh, they tell me of a king in his beauty there, and they tell me that mine eyes shall behold, where he sits on the throne that is whiter than snow, in the city that is made of gold. Oh, the land of cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home in the city that is made of gold. Well, I guess the DS is really, oh, they tell me of a home, but I like throwing in those verses. Let's do verse 4. Can we modulate a half step? Oh, band up in here. That's what we need. All right. Where are we now, Brad? Danny boy. Okay, now for something serious. Let's go to Danny boy. Most of this I'm not going to sing along. I'm going to let Brad lead it more instrumentally so that you can really be free to sing your vocal line. If you get off your vocal line, this is an excellent song to be able to just sing the melody because it's so well known. So no shame if you don't get all the notes perfectly, but I know that most of you have really been working on these because you enjoyed the challenge. Remember at the beginning, the alto part and tenor, whatever tenor wants to do this, tenorza, if you want to also, you can choose whether to hum on that D flat or join the alto line. Remember this is a ha, 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 ha. It's got that really nasal instrumental reed instrument kind of sound that the arranger is exploring here. So from the top, Danny boy. One, two, three. Holding, three. Fermata, beautiful lads and lassies. All right.
River song.
River song. So I want to take a tiny moment to have you put something in the chat, if you would. And let me get my view back. Okay. If there were one style of music that you would like to do, it can be classical, it can be some of the stuff that we typically do, but maybe there's something unusual that you think the Choral Society could take on. Like if you really love jazz and you really love this, James is dancing around. He has an idea. So put in the chat if there's something. You could say things like more King singers, or I want to do more African music from the African continent, or we are making, I'm making intentional plans to be more inclusive and diverse in our repertoire choices moving forward. You know, I love a diverse, I love me a good diverse repertoire, but being intentional about including more composers of color in our regular and consistent programming is very important to me and to our committees that have been at work, the Arise committee. But anything you could think of, even if it's bizarre or weird, if you want to do more pop songs, there's no judgment or criticism from your fellow and sister choristers. I'm just curious as to know in my planning for next year. So take a second for that. So that's first. What style of music? You can even, if you've got a specific composer in mind, you know, if you say all Bach all the time, you know how much I love you and love that sincerely. And I'm right there with you. But so that's my first request for the chat, my first question for the chat. And Laurel, if you have a chance to stick that question in there, that'd be awesome. And my second question is, I want you to write Brad Kurdioff a message. Whatever you want to say to Brad, you're going to put in that chat.
Oh, y'all shouldn't have.
It can be, what are you wearing, but that might be a little inappropriate. And he's wearing
a shirt.
A shirt.
And pants.
I don't know if he's wearing pants. I'm not going over there.
Zoom will never tell.
Zoom will never tell. Lord.
So the semester in PJs.
Deliver me from Zoom. I know. My sister-in-law said, it was Pam Miller who said, I've worn leggings all year and I'm throwing them all out. I'm never wearing leggings ever again. I'm wearing real pants. Okay, so style of music you'd love us to do or do more of, and a message for Brad if you have one. So we have River Song, Tell Me Why, and of course, Caledonia. And that's what I wanted to, that's our last little set. Laurel made announcements at the beginning, but Laurel, would you just remind everybody of our annual meeting one more time?
Absolutely, thank you. Yes, I am pleased to announce that we have a date for our annual meeting this summer. It's a little bit later than we typically do it. We'll still be on Zoom. We're going to hold our annual meeting on June 27th. It's a Sunday at 4 p.m. So you'll be seeing a link for that in our agenda coming up soon. We'll be happy to share our progress as we look toward the fall at that time. And I know we're all anxiously awaiting those plans. So as the staff and board work together to pull that all together, we'll be excited to share that news with you. Additionally, at the end of this meeting, we have a link that we're going to be sharing via email as well. But we're ready to ask some some additional feedback from members. So you'll be seeing a link for that. Is that right, Anna? You'll be sharing that in the chat at the end of the.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the flow of Melody and Brad, but Melody, before you say a final goodbye, let me know and I'll kick off our member survey.
Great, I will. Thank you. All right, let's sing River Song. And if you want to get up and, do some Irish dancing, feel free. Just keep your breath under you. There you go. Mysterious. Did you keep up? It went fast. I know. No, we didn't keep up. That's okay. That's okay. We do that, of course, with a lot of percussion, but let's give Brad a round of applause here. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. All right. Switching gears again, we have Tell Me Why. I love this whole piece. And I'm going to be leading you in the lyrics that have the second verse. This is the lead sheet with the music notes. A lead sheet has often a melody line and just the chords above it. I guess that's why it's called lead. I'm going to use the sheet. You have two different ones, I think, in your packet, but the sheet that has the second verse of I don't know why the stars do shine. I don't know why the ivy twines. I don't know why the skies are blue. One thing I do know is that I love you. So I'm not using just the words sheet. I'm using the music lead sheet and that other verse. Let's take it 1, 2, 3. Tell me why the stars do shine. Tell me why the ivy twines. Tell me why the skies are blue, and I will tell you just why I love you. I don't know why the stars do shine. I don't know why the ivy twines. I don't know why the skies are blue. One thing I do know is that I love you. One thing I do know is that I love you. Yay, that's so sweet, that song. All right. Caledonia, to finish our showcase concert, our spring showcase. What a delight. I've got a couple of things here. Mainly, I think I gave you all this update on our second rehearsal of this set. But in case you didn't get the note, I want on page 6 or measure 44, if that helps you, wherever your second verse starts, because I updated mine, I revised mine since you have your copy. But see the second verse, I have moved and I kept on moving? Everybody see that verse? Okay, I want tenors and basses to sing that. That's the plan. And I know it's in the treble clef. I would make that easier if once we're going to do this together again. But tenor and bass. And so soprano and alto are on the upper parts. Also in measure 48, needed proving, I've lost the friends. That should be the word the, T-H-E. I've lost the friends I needed losing.
I lost a friend.
I lost a friend. Exactly. Okay. I also cleaned up in measure 60, but I'm afraid y'all still have the version where the altos are on like a low F. But just sing whatever part you want, you know. And lastly, the very last time we sing the chorus, we're going to sing it twice. When we get to the end, the second time, we're gonna just tag it. I'm not gonna worry about the 6th chord. Try to explain that.
We're repeating back to where we were.
We're doing exactly what you and I
Okay.
did. I'm just not gonna try to explain it all.
Okay.
So we're just tagging it with the line, Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. That's the one line we'll repeat one last time after the repeat of the chorus at the end. And I'll give you some verbal direction. So, all right, here we go. Caledonia. Just guitar at the start. What am I in, D? Okay. Ready. changes that have come over me in these last few days. I've been afraid that I might drift away. So I've been telling old stories, singing songs, make me think about where I came from, and that's the reason why I seem so far away today. So and let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, you're everything I ever had. I have moved and I kept on moving. I've proved the points that needed proving. I've lost the friends that needed losing, met others on the way. I have tried and I've kept on trying. Stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I've lost the friends that I needed losing, met others on the way. Whoops, somewhere with the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, you're everything I ever had. Sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest choir, the flames that couldn't get any higher, they're traveling, they're gone. But I'm steady thinking my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow when the hands have shaken and the kisses flowed. Well, I will disappear. Oh, and let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. If I
sounded great.
You sounded so great. You sounded awesome. What a fun time. I'm realizing how much my heart aches for this and all of us being back together.